Hello, everyone, and greetings. A happy Friday, possibly Saturday to you all. This is Silver-Quill, once again welcoming you to my podcast, or rather, live stream. Oh, and I see a lot of wonderful people in the chat already, which makes me happy. Very happy. So, I hope you're all doing well. I hope it's been a pleasant week. For me, it's been a good week, but it's also been a tiring one. I admit to being low energy, but I find that doing these helps recharge the batteries. So let's see how it goes. But first and foremost, I must make sure that, one, people can see me on the Twitch. That would go badly. But just loading. Yep, we're good over on the Twitch. And so, therefore, I can start greeting people from the chat. Starting off with Pokemon Fire Eevee and Brian Luna, Commodore Steel, and Cherry Fluff Belly Official. MLP Trinary, good to see as always. And let's see here, going on down the list. We've got Little Heart Raccoon. Oh, good to see you again. Oh, before your birthday week. Well, happy birthday in advance. We're glad you're around. And hello, Jude 3300. Michael Bullington, good to see ya. Cosmera Inspira and Sweetie Bloom, both here and on Twitch. Oh, I am both seen and heard. That's a good thing. Well, depending on the context. Close. And let's see. Whoop, it jumped on me. Also, we have Katie Liner Fan 1995. Hello, Shucker27, Seth Moss, The Green Masseur, Nexus Galaxy, Timothy the Lion, Jeff Okasinski, Venpai, Evangelion 007, who apparently just opened the Ark of the Covenant powered with the Proton Packs and the Infinity Gems. Well, in that case, you've probably doomed at least several universes. Expect a letter of cessation in the mail. Hello, Elizabeth Snowbell and Luna Brony, Nathan Duazo and Allison. And over on Twitch, I see Hunting Rangers 123. Currently waiting on your publisher to get back on your cover image that's been almost 6 years in the making. Well, congratulations. I hope you hear well. Oh, and Fetch 26291. What city is Harmonycon in? Don't recognize the skyline. Well, this year it's in Dallas. Oh, and jumping back over to YouTube because we have the illustrious Q. Hello. And Parker Boots. So, yes, Harmonycon has moved around a bit. When Nightmare Nights closed up shop, we bid farewell to the hotel on Proton Pack Drive, which, given that it took place around Halloween, that always struck me as a sad farewell. So long, farewell, Arvitos and goodbye. But we then moved to, I don't know if I should include myself in Harmonycon as part of the identity, but Harmonycon moved to a hotel set in this sort of square of hotels. And that was a mixed deal because it was a fine hotel, but it wasn't near many restaurants. And as a result, I'm pretty sure that DoorDash and Grubhub and any manner of food delivery made off like bandits. But now they've gotten a location in the heart of Dallas, so there will be ample food around and plenty of places to check out. And as with this, I'm curious to see how this year's Harmonycon will unfold. But before I can take part in the festivities, I need to promote said festivities, for that is my pledge as a community guest. But to do so, this is kind of funny. You see, let's see here. If I tried to access Harmonycon, I did, their website, and save a few files, save a few pictures of guests of honor, of community guests, but now, Now their system, I think, is a little worried that what I was up to. So first off, Harmonycon, I mean you no harm. I apologize if I've caused a kerfuffle by accessing your website. But not to fear, for I have photos and gatherings of all manner of things. Oh, well, let's just go there and go here. So convention photos, Dallas, Texas, and various things, because I have a goal with this promo. Unsupported format or file type. Man, technology really doesn't like me tonight. These are all PNGs and a JPEG. When are those unsupported? Well, we'll worry about that shortly and forthwith. Let's see. Let's just make sure I've got everything else going. Okay. Huddy Rangers, your book cover is attached to and has also been 6 years in limbo. Oh, boy. I can only imagine the limbo and the frustration of that long a process. I hope is everything that you hope for and enjoy. New sequence. We're going to go with Harmonycon 2024. So far, I've done okay on remembering to write 2024 and not 2023. And let's see here. Start time, we're going with 59:55:00 because I like a little pre-roll, which requires black footage, black video. Boom. And 5 seconds. So, ba-doom. Now, will I be pranking Lightning Bliss this year, Katie Liner Fan 1985? I'm going to say that if I am going to prank Lightning Bliss, not print, but prank, I wouldn't declare so openly on a stream. I must be coy. I must be planning. I must be silent as a serpent, slithering through the tall grass, approaching my prey before I go hiss, and then everybody freaks out. It's like, snake! Oh my god! Oh my god! Yes, that's totally how I expect that to go. Let's see here. Publish a book is... Oh, Sweetie Bloom says, publishing, according to her friends, publishing a book can be a biotch. I appreciate the unique censorship that you have employed in there. It's very good. It's very good. Now let's see here. But you may be asking, why am I taking all this gathering? What is my goal here? Well, you see, back in 1978, there was a TV show called Dallas. So it seems thematic to have some of this going on as a, how else can I put it, as a promo. So let's see here. First things first, I need to get me my music, because that's what this is all about. So pardon me 1 sec. That's also why I'm not trying to play any music. You're going to find tonight is not about trying to encourage copyright infringement. It's all about making a promo. So this will be my driving music. Oh, curse you, Premiere Pro. Why do you have to be so countercultural? I set my entire computer to go through the soundboard that enables this live stream. But no, Premiere Pro is so special, it must be different. Here we go. There we go. Also, because there's no dialogue to this, I guess I can put this on the main track. I'm trying to work smarter, not harder. When is Harmonycon, Cosmin and Inspira? It is 2 weeks from today, February 2nd through the 4th. Champ to stay. Is there a progress report on the Christmas Carol review? Yes. Also, that was apparently very loud music. My apologies if I deafened anyone. The Christmas Carol only needs music and an update to the credit roll, which I will work on this weekend. And if the universe decides not to spite me any further, it will be out on Monday. Alrighty. So let's start here. I'm going to play the music again. Let me know if it's too loud. Alrighty. So, what panels will I be doing at Harmonycon Seth Moss 20? Well, at the very least, I will do my own 2 panels of After the Fact Live, Putting Your Hoof Down, where Fluttershy learns how to assert herself from probably the worst possible coach, Iron Will, and The Hero's Journey, The Return, the final phase of the spherical path. It's that last quarter section before you start the process all over again. You've been through the journey, you've grown from it, and now you are returning to the world you knew, or not, a master of yourself and of new abilities. But here's the funny thing. Part of the hero's journey is that the return is a bit open-ended. It doesn't necessarily mean you are going back, you even choose to go back. It might just be that you choose not to return home at all, or you can't go home. That is also a possibility. Such is the case with, Rockhoof. And, or you may want to go back, but you have to be ready for a fight, like Thorax. All these things are possible. Oh yes, people in chat are asking about, have I seen Has-Been Hotel? I have not yet. Amazon just posted it today, and I have had, a busy day. Oh, well, that's nice, but that means I can't use, there we go. I won't use this music because, this is someone else's work. I just needed the footage. So let's see. Let's get some shots of the actual city. There we go. Actually, that's a better opening shot. As long as possible. Whoop. Little black. I can commiserate with whoever edited this. Flash frame of black is just startling. It's only a frame long, but the audience is sort of jolted because you're like, wait, what was that? Now let's see here. Now, let's open up the Dallas. I want to try to emulate this as much as possible. Though, in the interest of not getting a copyright claim, I'm going to mute the audio. So, we fade up. It's a shot of an much older Dallas, 1978 Dallas. Crossfade. Good. And crossfade again to all manner of things. Okay, one thing at a time, ladies and gents. Is that still okay to say, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know. Here, I shall tell a story. My friend gave me for Christmas a sign-up to do voice acting class at the Denver Center for Performing Arts, which was last night. It was a one-time class, though they'll have a part 2 in February later, after Harmonycon. I had a really great time. But what I found interesting is that as we stood in a circle to introduce all the participants, the teacher asked if we had any particular pronouns we wanted. And I thought that just an interesting sign of how times have changed, as that has never been a request of any class I've ever been in. But then I'm old. Also, being as how I do identify with my body and my gender or sex, I told everyone, so I'm pretty much a sissy. That's cisgendered, but more fun. Alrighty. That's a nice shot, especially of the newer architecture. Come on, there we go. Take 10 frames off because I need to crossfade. Mm-hmm. Okay, good. And let's start the transition right where it goes dum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Now, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be bizarre. In other words, it's going to be a silver quill thing. We're going to take some photos of not only the Dallas skyline, but also from Harmonycon photos that were posted on their Twitter account. And no, I will not call it X. That is silly. Wonder if I can, since I'm not using this music, I wonder. Let's take that all the way down. Excellent. All right, so we're going to go with this for as long as it'll let us. There's that flash frame. Let's see here. So what shows am I watching, asks Evangelion 007. Well, I tell you true, not a lot. This has been a week of get stuff ready, get stuff done. I tried to launch doing comic reviews in video format once again. I tried that in 2021. And then my dog died. And I went through a very sad period where nothing really stood out to me. There we go. That's a good photo to start with. Don't get me wrong, these are all great photos of great people, but I want to make sure I show a variety. So where was that Step 2 Harmony shot? I know that's one member of Step 2 Harmony. Right here? Right here? Nope. Ah! Treachery! Oh, yes. The group shot must still be on the Twitter. Journey with me now to Harmonycon Dallas's Twitter webpage. For as long as I have spooked their website, I shall have to acquire community guest pages from there. Also, I can kind of preview Rubio Wolf is making a jazz hooves for Harmonycon with oh, brilliant Rubio. Magnetic ears so that Jazz can be both her tell your tale and her make your marf. Brilliant. Let's see here, but I need the community guests. There's Rift Ponies. They're going to be there. Oh, looking a little deflated there. It's always a bit freaky to see unstuffed plushie. Ooh, Lightning Bliss will be doing a panel, How to Make an Alicorn OC. Which, you know, I'm going to say this. A lot of people think that making their character an alicorn will make them interesting, or a lot of people don't support the character because they're an alicorn. Neither approach is a good way to look at it. Ultimately, and I'm hoping Bliss will say this, it all comes down to character. Being an alicorn will not make up for a poorly thought out character, but making an alicorn will not ruin a character either, as demonstrated by Lightning Bliss, who has been an utter delight. Okay, they were announcing guests of honor. Ooh, Coachella. This is all the bands, and unfortunately, I can't do much to promote the bands this time around because I don't have a lot of photos to work with. But let's do it right now. Do the Thracking Counto, the Wonderbolts, Fess, Mathematic Pony, Griff and Next Gen, General Mumble. Okay, I did as instructed. Pony House Mafia. My cutie mark is a 7th element. Val and F10. Biscuit. My Little Romance. Forever Blue Brony. Irk. Kenza and Faulty. TCB, LNS, and Loophoof. Oh, and can I get the right numbers here? B2, 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 B2. Yay. I have succeeded. I must succeed. Oh, this is good. I will borrow this as well for convention photos, even though it's a logo, but it is good to announce. Yada, yada, yada. But come now, where were the community guest announcements? From January 4th. Okay, we're in the right ballpark. There we go. Now we're getting into a community guests. Oh, and I can tell, forgive that the audio was a bit subdued on that announcement, but I'm betting I just got support from Trinary. You spoiled me so. All right. As we introduce some yesterday along with familiar bunch of community guests. Okay, we're in the right ballpark. So let's keep on rolling, and we'll come back to this as needed. Oh, who let this guy on stage? Oy. But I see Red Card, I see Taylor, and Gabby Shy 04. Yeah, let's start a community guest going. Hello, Taylor. And Red Card. And then there's me. But there are more. Taylor, there's Taylor. See, Harmonycon's doing things right. They're both announcing community guests like Cosmic Keyframe, but they're also retweeting the guests announcing themselves. Our folks, the Riff Pony, which I'm hoping riffing is magic. And someone with an actual pony. Who did? Let's see here. This must be... I'm assuming you're Nevelyn. Hello, Nevelyn. And this must be Cole Donner Stag. Forgive me, I'm not always up to date on... Whoop, already got that one. I'm not always up to date on who's the new hotness. All right, so convention photos. Oh, yes, I was looking for Step 2 Harmony, a group shot. Convention photos. I said, there we go, geez. There they are. Oh, of all the silliness. There we go. Tell you, sometimes the answer is right in front of your face and you just don't see it. Because sometimes we're too close to the problem, and that's when the input from a friend is very, very helpful. So, I never answered Evangelion's question about what shows am I watching? Well, not a whole hay of a lot. Honestly, as background noise, as I've been editing and working, I have I have the host segments of Mystery Science Theater 3000's first 10 seasons running. They're short segments, but they're really good. Really good. I enjoy them. All right, so we're going to stagger these. So the idea, effect controls, opacity, boom. We're going to move this over here. We're going to take these 2 points and drag them down. And then over the course of the clip, oh, well, we've already hit, there we go. For a minute there, I was about to say we'd already hit a problem, but no. No feathering. Opacity is 100%. Let's take that path and make it maybe just a little bit narrower. Okay. So what's going to happen is the path is going to go from here and all the way over to here. Let's say I'm going to drag it over. Actually, I'm going to drag it off screen. So I guess this part should be off screen as well. Yup. So that's good. And I know you're thinking, well, what about the rest of the screen? I know what you're thinking, but not because I am psychic. Let's see here. Seth Moss, you have a good memory. I did cover Putting Your Hoof Down at BronyCon, but by gosh, that was like 2013, 2014. No, it couldn't have been 2013. That's when I just started. It was probably 2016. But I've learned a few new things since then, and therefore I felt it was worth revisiting. Now, the fun part of this is I can start in on this. Let's see here. Let's see if there's maybe just a slightly more energetic photo. Oh, yes. This one actually says Coachella. No disrespect to the folks in this photo. I will likely use it later in the promo. Whoops. That's the wrong one. That's strange. EQ. There you are. My eyes doth deceive me. And there we go. So everything's there. So all I have to do is copy, paste the opacity. Interesting. The opacity does not move. I thought for sure. Oh, not a problem. Not a problem. It is a problem, however, that I need you to start a little sooner. Very strange. Oh, I get it. It's a different size photo. Ergo, it is a different size on the masking. So you know what? We're just going to take this and, again, start off here. And, start off here. And then eventually get to off screen. Give me your mask path. I need you. Whee! Well, you're behaving a bit odd, aren't you? This is the trial and error phase of the video. Oh, well, it would help. Wish I could move the mask path independent of. There we go. Boop. So, starting point here. Ending point. Boop. Here. Let's try this again. Better, but we want to try and keep equal velocity. And I think I know how to achieve that. Let's see here. Seth, you're wondering if putting your hoof down, it didn't ruin Twilight in my eyes because Twilight was not in that episode, I think. It's one of the very few non-Twilight episodes. And no, nothing has ruined Twilight in my eyes. There have been times where I feel like either she flubbed and needed to make amends, or, and this is crucial, she, how can I put this? She got a raw deal in terms of characterization. There are times where I feel like they get Twilight wrong. Major one would be a health of information where she's not worried about Sakura as much as she should be. Okay, so, by all rights, now that these two are offset, all I have to do Yes, now we're cooking with gas. Although that was probably so tiny, I doubt any of you could actually see it. That's okay, I'll have more for you. Making Twilight an alicorn. You know, that didn't ruin Twilight in my eyes either. Because, well, again, it's not what you're... It's like what I've... Man, I am making a very bad mistake of speaking on Blissy's behalf. But to my line of thinking, it's not what a character is that it impacts them. I wish Twilight could have had a better go of, the question was, I'm a princess now. Should I read books? Is there education? There'll be time for that later. Well, it was later. And we never really got to see Twilight wrestle with being a princess. But I think that's more a missed opportunity, not a degradation of the character. Now, marketing. When marketing said everyone wants to be a princess, that struck me as dishonest. Not everyone holds that view, but that's not on the show. That's not on the character of Twilight Sparkle. Also, apparently, I'm a little laggy on Twitch. I don't know why. Apologies to everyone. Let's see here. Sharker27, in the MLP movie, wouldn't it have been better to kidnap Flurry Heart for her alicorn powers? Plus, everyone didn't like the child. Well, now, that seems how shall I put it? First off, let's copy paste the motion and the opacity. If you do that, if no one cares about rescuing the child that everyone dislikes, then already we're off to a rough start. But here's the thing. Production on the movie got started pretty early. I think even before Flurry Heart had been introduced. I think there's a reason Cadence and Shining Armor were not in the movie at all. Well, Cadence was. Shining Armor, however, was not. Well, that didn't work right. So here's the start. And once again, boop, here's the end. So, you can only create so much based on what you know. Even the scene with Trixie and Starlight in the movie was added very late in the production because they weren't a part of the show when scripting began, or at least they weren't where they are in the show. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. This ain't making a whole hill of sense. Mask shape, why have you betrayed me? You aren't even moving. You wound me so. See, this is what comes with experimentation. Lots of confusion and often a disappointment. Now, if all is going as I planned, which of course it's not, boop, 1 second and 9 frames. So it should come in here. But why, oh why, is the mask path not updating? Oh good, it is. Error. Seems things aren't quite where they should be. I wonder. Idea. Oh, no wonder. There we go. And there we go. Should be the same. Hello, Mad Munchkin. I'm glad to see you here. I'm glad to hear from you. I'm sorry you won't be there as well, but maybe next year. That's the right way to look at it. But it's just good to have you here. We are all, I should also mention a minor triumph for me today. Well, that minor triumph ain't working the way I thought it would. I managed to send off the final elements to renew my passport so that I may go celebrate a Maddie Munchkin and a confirmation of her marvelous marriage. Looking forward to that. Now, if only these darn masks would work with me the way I'd like. Why do you fight me so? Okay, let's take this one step at a time. Numa True Home, I'm afraid you have missed a bit. Maddie and her hubby overcame a great many difficulties. Now, why? Oh, what? Because just as they're trying to get their wedding put together, what happens? COVID happens. And all the brouhaha, kerfuffle, and what the hey that goes with it. Is it me? Yep. Stupid mask is shrinking on me. So they eventually the marriage came true, but it wasn't like the gathering fully desired. Ergo, I and several friends are going to make our way over to Scotland to have a sort of honorary ceremony, a celebration of the event. There's no expiration date on joy. So we're here to toast and celebrate the union. Okay, well, looks like I'm going to have to push this back even further. Sigh. Let's see here. Why is this being so difficult? I was hoping that the pacing would work with me. I mean, if it's moving at the same velocity, but look, it is slowly overtaking. That shouldn't be happening. How can I make this work better? Idea. It's been a while since I've done this, so let's just see if I actually get this right. Let's move all you fellas over here. Let's add a little black video right, yeah. Boop. Let's add a little, well, I need to create a solid. Color matte. Brightest of bright whites. White solid. Whoop. I'm going to put that on top of here. And now, copy, paste the opacity. Let's try this again. Effect controls. See, still different because the footage must have been altered. Here we go. 1 and a 2. It's going to start over here. And by the end, by over here. There we go. Bit arbitrary. I'm just having a day. Man, actually, I really am having a day. This is not working at all the way I expected. Of course, it would help if I actually turned on the opacity. That's why it's having trouble. As a follow-up to that story of getting to go to Maddie's confirmation, to mail the dang thing, I had to send my payment in to the U.S. Department, what was it, Transportation Service? Well, the folks who handle the actual dealings. And of all the double dang things, just getting a stamp at the U.S. Post Office through a kiosk was a bit of a hassle. And I swear that the thing could have told me to bark like a dog and dance, and I would have, and it still wouldn't have helped. It didn't help that I hadn't had lunch, so I was a bit hangry. Hangry. Cherry Fluff, if you can make it to our Harmonycon, that'd be great. It's an interesting experience, if nothing else. All right, so what am I doing with this? This is going to be my travel mat. So I'm going to nest it. Where's the nest? There you are. Travel mat. Now, trying to remember, because it's been a while since I've done it this way. Let's get rid of this mask. And you are going to Luma key. Track mat key. Do I track you? Wrong target. I need to put it on here. We're going to go with Matt Luma, which is on video 4. No? Oh, wait. Okay, that's good. That's good. We're starting. This is where the healing begins. So now, theoretically, what I just need to do is partner each clip with the same track mat sequence. There we go. But I need you to track video 6. I said video 6. Is this not video 6? There we are. Okay. Oh, Sweetie Bloom, she's beginning her incremental support of Doom. Doom! Doom! Couple things wrong here. I need to move this up. Okay, I need all this to start coming in right about now. And then, because these are equal length, relying on the same travel mat, heavy sigh. Still not working the way I want. Why does nothing work out like it should? Here's the question. Why is this magically popping into place? All right, let's start this off with remove attributes. Not the opacity, not the... and also let's make sure I manage to take off the track mat. Opacity, yep. Okay, good. There's no extra whatever. There we go. That seems to have cleared up whatever was causing me grief. In theory, I don't understand. Something's still not quite right with this tricky thing. White solid. Mass path is right there. Well, no wonder. Okay. Nice and steady. Just 2 keyframes. That's all I needed. Okay. Now we try again. See, that's the thing I'm not getting. It should be that because they're moving it, it's using the exact same travel mat. I'm not going crazy. No, I'm not going crazy. It should be consistent all the way through. Why then? Why? Why? Why ask why? Try blood dry. Actually, don't try blood dry. It's not that tasty. How strange. The same length, the same motion, the same tracking, and yet it's not being consistent. This defies everything that it should be, you know? Weird. Very weird. What could be causing all this? There's something going on that I am not seeing. Remove the attributes of opacity, time remapping, and motion. Still wrong. Interesting. Remove everything except... You guys are following what I'm trying to do here. There should be, if it's the same sequence each time, it shouldn't be doing this. So why then? Why? Why? Seth Moss wondering if there's going to be a hooves line. This is the strange thing. I looked on it. AC Racebest and Saberspark are not going to be community guests this time. But there is a hooves line after late night. And I believe it's sort of a after dark. I think someone else is taking the mantle on that. Which, mixed feelings on if you should call it hooves line then. All right. You know what this requires? This requires me to create some uniformity. Because something's going on, and it doesn't make a whole hill of beans of sense. All right, file. New. Film and video. We're going 720p. Convention photos. One way or another, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. My Little Romance, you are now... Boop. I said you are now... Lord, is anything going to work with me tonight? There we go. So strange. I believe this is for Taylor with his Glimmer Gang. And you can see why... Ooh, you can see why photo size is a concern. That's better. Again, it's not that this is a good band. It's just that that photo, they look a little... they're not too lively. They need to be more movement. Here we go. Layer 3. I'm always a little hesitant about Anon. Isn't that usually like Mare, Born to Love? Is there anything inappropriate in this? I'm gonna hold off on that. I'm just a little dubious. Gonna play it safe. There we go. Let's see here. Now this is a little hard. This was portrait, but I need to take up the whole blessed screen. Oh, you know what? There's some dockies in the background. And this is going to be on YouTube in public. I'm once again going to... I'm going to just play it safe. Okay, so I need just a little bit more on the photo department. Let's see if Photoshop was willing to work with me here. Oh, no, this is a good shot. See, this conveys energy. This conveys excitement. And, of course, phones. Let's see if I can't make this a little bit bigger. The goal here is to make sure there's activity at every part of the screen. Yeah, there we go. I believe that's the hotel the convention is taking place in. This part over here, I do not know what that is. I will learn what that is when I get there, I'm sure. And, oh, yes, this is also very good. Ah, but it didn't copy. I said copy and paste. Thank you. Let's make sure we get Princess Cadence in on this. Whoop. Whatever that was. Yes, very nice. View of Dallas from Reunion Tour, August 2015. I think we're good. We've got the flyover footage, which I appreciate. Now, file, export scripts. Flatten all layers, load files into stacks, browse, automate, batch. Gradient man. Oh, come on. I just want to export each layer as a file. Layers to files. Thank you. Destination. Convention photos. Open. PNG. File type. We won't do transparency. Run. Run for the hills. Run for your life. All right, let's try this again. I'm just going to move this off to the side because I don't know if I'll need it again. We're going to get rid of these because at this point, they're not as helpful as I'd hoped, but their successor points, maybe. If I put them in the right binder, folder. What have you? What have you? There's Taylor, but where's a good starting? Yes. Alrighty. Alrighty. Oops. There we go. So, track key. Using V6. All right, now. This is on V6, yes. Oh, and Matt Luma. Thank you. Well, now. Wow, even then. What is going on here? Let's do a little test. This is making very little sense to me. Everything says that if it's using the exact same file, tracking the same white bar for visibility, they should all be moving at the same pace. So why? What's up with this Dallas stuff? Actually, there's a good question. Oh, it's running at 60 frames per second. That can be a problem. No wonder. Okay. Well, Dallas, Texas, you're not helping me. No. I'll get you too. This is part of it. Even when you think you can just grab the file. Nope. I have to convert it. So, right now, my movie editing custom, H.264, that's the encoder, a frame rate of 24 frames and 1280 by 720. So, Harmonycon 2024, convert all. Oh, my goodness. Writer Storm, welcome. I am using a Mac. And yes, I do think Macs are pretty good. They're no longer the exclusive domain of creativity they were back in like 2005, 2006 when I got into them. But I still rely on them pretty heavily. Flip. Pokemon Fire EV is suggesting that I should flip the desk and slam dunk the computer. I am tempted. I am sorely tempted. But no, that is just a moment's gratification at the loss of everything else I want to accomplish. Oh, and now I've got to deal with a bot over on Twitch. Phooey on bots, I say. Phooey! Let's see here. Stream chat. Oh, I have to log in. Okay, I'll deal with that later. There's only so much I can contend with at the moment. Go to a rage room, Enderpup suggests. A place where you can smash stuff and rage. You know, guys, usually when I want to rage or to vent some negativity, I draw. I don't know, something dark, something violent, something. I get it out of me on that. I've never had to really rage. Although, funny enough, back in college, when I was just going through a really hard period, I tried like taking a blank CD and just wanted to snap it, break it in two. Well, those things are pliant. I mean, dang, even that refused me. I was so mad. It was like flames on the side of my head. Oh, and Rider Storm, you moved to Texas with your fiance. Congratulations. Oh, Shocker 27. I appreciate your advice to stop now and work just take it easy. Unfortunately, time just isn't working with me. I'm going to keep trying for just a little bit longer, and we will do what we can. This is important. You guys need to know that I am not just lazing about as I make my videos. It is not a simple process of, I shall lay a clip here, an effect there. Oh, I'm done. Ta-ha. Nope. It is frustration, multiple formats, trying to get them to interact, to learn new techniques, to understand the quirks. It's a process. And I think it's good that you see me not succeed right away. But I also think it's good to see me succeed in other ways. Maddie, I appreciate. I don't know. I know much less about Twitch and its mod tactics, so I'll just have to. That's all for the later. Anyway. Grimwolf, I like this. If time isn't working with you, you will have to hire another time. He's very good. Anyway, conversion. Good golly, Miss Molly. There must be a lot of footage in this that it requires yet another full minute. I mean, this thing should be... Normally these things blaze through, you know? Evangelion talking with Cosmin and Inspira. Let's see. You two were talking about... Oh, Scootaloo's parents. Oh, boy. There's a tough one. She had... So long, Scootaloo just didn't have the family dynamic. And when they introduced their parents... Boy, they're not good parents. I mean... it's hard to process. I remember that episode was... I had mixed feelings. In some ways, it's a fantasy that an entire town would turn out to stop the move. But at the same time, it's also pretty lame of the parents to show up out of nowhere and make her move right away. And then to base them off Steve Irwin and rather than make them their own characters, that was a very questionable. Yes, very questionable. Also, why are you moving? Oh, you're still going off the old mask. Lordy. By the time. Now, this is also important. Quit. We are going to replace footage. MIT. The MOV version, which is right there. Open. Okay, if this is working the way I hope it's working, remove attributes, motion, but do keep the trackback key. And we're going to say this track mat is going on video 4. And where was I? Yes. Video 5. Track mat once again. And we're going with Luma. Luma means go by the brightest. And thankfully, when you have a white square on a black background, you can't get a higher contrast than that. So Luma is pretty reliable. Okay, this is good. This is a good thing. We're getting where we need to be. Yes. Now we're behaving. All right, folks. So here's where we get to the moral of our stream. What did I do wrong? I did not take the time to properly format all the video and imagery to be of the same size, the same frame rate, uniformity of resources, so that the workflow can be more at ease. I was putting this together pretty much on the fly, and that's why I suffered a lot of problems. So the moral of the story is, well, it's that old, an ounce of prevention will save you a ton of work later. Just give yourself a little bit of time, eh? So, I feel better now. So, next up, let's also check out the delay time on this. Boop, boop. 1 minute and 5 frames. 1 second and 5 frames, pardon me. One second, 5 frames. So you start here. You come up here. Copy paste on you. Yeah. And we want the video to be video 8 because that's the only option at this point. Uh-oh. What was that little flicker there? Well, that's very odd. Aha! This was 1 frame off. But it looks like it could use a little bit more of a delay. There we are. Good. Yes. Let's see here. Oh, I've been missing some of the chat as I've been dealing with this. Trinary, wondering if you forget if it's myself or Cosmic Keyframe who kept talking about and sharing Bluey clips on Shell. You checked it out for yourself. It must have been Keyframe because I have not seen Bluey yet. I have gotten enthusiastic reports from people about, well, the subtlety of it. Although, funny enough, no one, just by listening, I asked the question of, my bud Josh Scorcher, who thoroughly is enjoying it. It sounds like Mr. Rogers. Their attitude and their approach to conveying things to children is very much in line with Mr. Rogers. And he was actually, I was rather proud that he was startled to realize such a thing. He hadn't looked at it like that, but I think he affirmed. Oh, now, oh. If it ain't one thing, it's another. Okay, we need video 3. We need video 5 now, because I moved the layers. Good. Okay, things are starting to progress in a way that I can find sane. Let's see here. We need another convention photo. This is where Step 2 Harmony in their magnificent cosplays. Magnificent, I say. Actually, it was fun. I'm trying to remember. I had the pleasure at one BronyCon of being a talent judge with performers and giving feedback. And I believe that was the first time I encountered Step to Harmony, who won the contest. There were a lot of great performers. All I can remember is that Magpie was with me. Was it Magpie or Lost Narrator? I get screen names mixed up sometimes. No, I think it was Magpie, and we had differing opinions on certain acts, but we all shared a laugh and we all had our feedback. I hope I gave good feedback. But that was a fond memory. Oh boy. Okay, we're getting up to the point where the music goes da 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 da. And while honestly hearing that, I expect Superman to come in and save the day. But in our case, that's where we get to the title. So I think one more dealio. Oh boy. Voice of Reason. Hello. You're on a Log Horizon binge as well as a Delicious in Dungeon. Okay, I know Delicious in Dungeon simply from seeing the manga at a Barnes & Noble, but I don't know this Log Horizon. Is it a manga where they all stare at timber that extends into the horizon? Or am I just willfully misinterpreting? You, the viewers, decide. All right, back to you, Delicide. Ooh, I like that. Well, let's see here. What? Oh, yeah, spinny globe thingy. That's how technical I am. I like the spinny globe thingy. Once again, we copy, we paste. Check key, but I need to change the video to V11. Excellent. Now, oh dear. Instead of copying, I stole a travel mat. Okay. So once again, we want to take this top one. Now, I need to go back to the Dallas. Oh, just look at how many programs I've run in at once. And, oh, God. I didn't turn on the fan control. This gets the Mac fan blowing full blast to ensure that I do not melt my computer with all this stuff. Oh, okay, so it just keeps going. Huh. That's weird. Let's just... Okay, so, oh, it's just flat out cuts. Oh, that doesn't feel very, I don't like that. No. No, sir. I don't like it. Meh. Okay. Well, let's save this off. Let's put this off to the side. I'm going to have need of that in good order. It looks like I'm going to need to, good thing I still have more photos I can use. Ooh, Nelly. Actually, let's get a little bit of, let's nest this all together. Because this timeline's starting to get a few too many layers for my liking. Let's see here. Let's do tracking shots. Tracking shots. This may show how rigid I am, but I can't even allow a misspelling in my in my name column. Boop-a-doop. Now then, we need another photo. What do we got? Yes, I think Taylor's crew having some fun with their glim-glams. Boop, 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 boop. And, man, I wish, what if there's there's probably a smarter, more efficient way to do this that I just don't know. Let's see here. Voice, I don't know if voice ever respond. Oh, okay. Log Horizon is Sword Art Online, but better. You know, I've only seen SAO abridged, which was pretty dang funny. But from what I can tell, people really felt that Sword Art fell apart. Which is unfortunate. I'd love for a series to be good all the way through. I'm sincerely hoping One Piece does not enter that domain. Because, boy, if you lose One Piece to the fandom, you've lost everything. Four, five, six. There we go. Boop. See, now that I've taken the time to get everything on the same page, it seems to be working much, much better. I don't want to, although I shouldn't jinx, and I really should, save. Because that'd be all I need then. Let's see. Oh. That's better. And we'll just take from you, put you there, boop. Track mat. Just wish there was a way I could say track mat, just take the one above you. That's all you got to do. Take the one above you. Video 15. I wonder if Harmonycon's website still hates me. Let's take a quick check. Okay, so far so good. This is harmonycon.org. .org. Community guests. Oh, okay, it likes me again. So I can do a better job checking and filling out the community guests, of whom there are many. Oh, wait, Lunar Brony. Doesn't Lunar Brony sometimes swing by my channel? I would very much like to give a shout out. Oh, but now even Maddie's on my case. He's actually saving shock and awe. Aw. Also, I may have made a mistake here. Vivid Syntax is going to be there. And I believe he's going to work on one of his scripts that may get the guests of honor and the and the community guests in on it. I let slip that at Cider Fest, I ended up voicing Sparky just more than I'd like. And I mean, it's not like I just would go, I suck. But he may have cast me in that part. I won't know until I hear more, but I just thought, oh dear, if I actually have to voice Sparky, Lord help me, what have I become? What have I done? What have I done? Alrighty, so for this one, and come on, make commit to selection here. Which convention photo shall we run with now? Oh, yes, that looks quite marvelous. Now, there's actually, through my struggles on this, there's actually something I should really talk about in a video, and it has to do with AI. Talking with a friend who wonders, my argument was that there's no genuine artistry in AI artwork. You are just taking from other people and slapping it together. And it's not even you doing it, it's the program doing it for you. And my friend posed the question, well, is that very different from what I'm doing right here? I'm taking footage that I did not shoot, but I'm editing it together and trying to create this effect that the computer is handling quite a bit for me. And is there not some artistry in the creation of AI programs, like the software designers who came up with it? They really created something that is admittedly impressive, that it can even do that. It's more the application. I guess my counter argument here is that you all saw me struggle, get it wrong, have to wrestle with it. But that's the thing. I wrestled with it. I made human conscious choices throughout its creation. I am using a tool to the fullest of my ability, maybe not to the tool's fullest potential. But with AI, there is no potential. There is no growth. There's nothing. It's just, you say, make this drawing, and it copies from what's available. And that's it. There's no decision. There's no implementation. You're never going to advance as a, quote, AI artist because you're never challenging yourself. Maybe you'll get better at entering prompts, but that's not the same artistry. You're still just copying. Now, I dread the day when AI might be able to do something totally original. But we're not there yet. Now, let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, Maddie is commenting, I was more Gurgi than Sparky. Aren't they both equally loathed? Wait a minute, Gurgi's... Man, maybe what I'm hearing, I feel like my voice is higher. Maybe I need to actually make it squeakier. Because Gurgi, this is how I think Gurgi talks. Who's Gurgi, Sharker27? There may be a lesser known and less celebrated movie from Disney called The Black Cauldron. In it there is an animal sidekick that talks in the third person. Is, how can I put it, a very friendly, loving, loyal companion, but at the same time, they just didn't have the right personification to make it a likable character. Too many quirks, not enough characterization. But most important of all, it wasn't a very good adaptation of a book. There's a book called The Black Cauldron. And even the author went to go see the movie and said, well, it was nice, but it has almost nothing to do with my book. And that's a harsh critique when even the author is like, no. So you may see it. Gurgi was never quite loved for his role in that movie. In that Murphy. Here we go. I wonder, can I make it so that this... I guess that's as close as I can get it. Well, I'll tell you what, the folks who made the Dallas intro in probably well before 1978, TV is never as fast as we think it is. They did all this without the aid of modern computers. So I'm definitely I would tip my hat if I were wearing one to them. But right now I'll just have to sing their praise from afar and from a very different generation. What do we got? Photos again. Did I already do My Little Romance? I don't think I did. Yeah, let's give them a shout out. Boop, boop, boop. Should still have everything keyed up. Boop, boop. Oh, I am so relieved that this is behaving itself now. Of course, it's behaving itself because I finally put in the work, so I guess I was the one misbehaving. Oh, but what's this? We have different size bars. It would seem that I've gone a step too far in the layout. Oh, this is quite unusual. Quite. All right, 105. 105. Ah, no wonder. Let's start selecting everything upwards. Man, I've really got to get some verticality here. Geez, I don't have any audio. Can I just lower this? Thank you. There we go. Everything here should move forward a frame. So from here to here, 105. 105. Here to here. 106. Oh, treachery. Treachery most framey. I've been framed. Thank you. I've turned into a foppish gentleman, says Bad Munchkin. Oh, you think I've only just turned into it? Oh, Seth Moss, he knows that imitating Sparky at Ciderfest wounded my knees quite terribly. Funny enough, at this voice acting class, they asked us to tell a funny story, and I related the Sparky conundrum. It turned out the teacher used that as a good way to describe physicality, but I think he empathized on the knees. Because, you see, I'm an old man now. I don't have the same wherewithal as you youngins. Sure, you youngins. Still getting... Which one is that? Okay. Not okay. Ugh. What happened there? Ooh, still not okay. What's the dealio here? There we are. Oh, but then I get... See? Always it's the little things that destroy us. It is the things we love that destroy us. All right, we got a big one here. Which one is this? I'm starting to lose count. So it should be V15 and upwards. If I move that forward, backward, nothing. There we are. Oh. Back a pace. There we are. Yes. Yes. Woohoo. Oh, how far we've come. Let's see. Question for Silver-Quill from Evangelion007. There was a Darth Vader-esque character in the concept art for the MLP movie. Why did they change that? As it was more interesting. I think it's because they didn't want to just ape Darth Vader. I really loved in A New Generation when we had, just for a minute, we had Darth Sparky. But just for that instant. It was never like a permanent thingamajig. The Storm King was not a huge presence. But he was there for the ending. I would argue that while he is the big antagonist, he is not the main antagonist. That goes to Tempest. Ah, goodness. Hail hydrate. Now, let's see here. Oh, yep. There's a good photo. And paste. Boop. And top layer. Whoops. I've made a faux pas. I have two Harmonycon. But I needs more. More shots of the Dallas. So let's move you guys over, yeah? And let's get another one. And yeah. So talk to me, Dallas. Show me your best. Show me the good side. I like some of those night shots. No, yeah, no, yes. No, yet, no, yet. Whoop, hit, hope, alley-oop. Alrighty, and for the effects, this one's a little trickier because there's now more than one choice. But I believe now it's the bottom of the three. Yes. Oops, and because I changed the layer order, there we are. Whoa, and I'm off by a frame. There we go. All right, let's check back with the main timeline. All right, let's, I may need to add more, but let's take a moment here. Let's take a moment to decompress, to talk about our feelings. Whew, getting to know you. Let's see here. Need another shot. This time will be at the daytime of the city. let's see here. What's a good shot? Actually, I guess so you can all see this again. Let's shorten things down. No. Yes. I don't think I've used that shot already. All right. 5 frames in for a crossfade. And now here's the real question. Will it fit? No. So we're going to do something special. Preferences, timeline. Fit clip dialog box for edit range mismatches. In other words, if I say that I want a clip to be this long, but the clip is only so long, then I want it to change the clip speed, fit to fill. Now, going back to our friends at the original Dallas opening. Oh, they crossfade again into my sequence. So let's say, right about here is when we're going to take this, draw it back. You know what? I'm going to invoke a little bit of, what would I call it? Directorial privilege. Yes. I just came up with that on the spot. Let's see here. Boop, 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 boop. Right here, we're going to go left. And what we're going to do is we're going to add just black video underneath everything. The reason being, I want to keep a black divider. Let's say ignore source out point. Always use this. That way I don't have to contend with this all over again. Now, the flaw in this glorious plan is that it's now covering everything up. So let's see what happens if I go from 100%. Wrong. So wrong. I should be going to the right. 100. Oop. Yes. Good. Now I can move this forward a little. Add another crossfade. All right, so da 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 da. Do, 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 do. Yep, I've lost my mind. Oh, man. Sorry, I'm a little tired, and so my brain is going all kinds of crazy. The chat has turned to talk of Opaline. I would like to talk about her and what she needed. Just one really evil moment, something where she did genuine damage to our heroes. Because otherwise, she really didn't get much, did she? But, well, time for that later. There's nothing wrong with having a funny villain, but in the... that's weird. In the context of, say, Beast Wars. Remember how silly Megatron was until the end of the first season? What am I saying? You all are, well, no disrespect, but I bet some of you are so young, you're like, Beast Wars? I haven't watched that in forever. Or you mean that Netflix special? No, I do not mean the Netflix version. No, 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 no. No. I'm talking about, the original Beast Wars, which I viewed in my teenage years. The one that spurred the argument truck, not monkey. All right, come on, graphic. You're supposed to be giving me some text here. Let's see here. Well, sure, I typed something. What gives? Harmonycon. Oh, Lord, I did type something, but can you even see it? I don't think so. Let's see what I can do to fix that, eh? Now we're talking. Now, I need something that is just an outline, not... You're not going to work with me on this, are you, computer? Must be something. But anyway, at the end of season 1 of Beast Wars, Megatron actually does real critical damage to the protagonists. And that changed my whole view of him. I mean, before he was just this guy who's like, oh, yes. But no, he is far more threatening. And even if the good guys are able to climb back from that damage, you never forget that, yeah, this guy's a genuine threat. Opaline needed a moment like that. Well, ain't that a kick in the teeth? All right, I'm not done yet. Helvetica. Bold. A little too big. A little too big. Harmonycon, but we're going to not fill it. We're going to stroke. We're just going to stroke with a little... Ha-ha. Now I gotcha. Ooh, dilly. Yes, you're right, Brian Luna. Beast Wars was a pleasant surprise. I wasn't sure at first. I was... Well, what can I say? I was mourning the loss of G1 Transformers, and this is like, oh, this is no good. This isn't going to be as good as G1 Transformers. Well, I was wrong. It was very good. Very good. So it won me over, especially Dinobots. Well, the first Dinobots final episode. Boy, you know, if you have not seen Beast Wars, I don't know if I can properly explain this. So I won't. Yeah. All right, so... position, scale, but at the beginning, we're going to make the scale 0. So, a little sooner. But also, I mean, here, once again, look to my semi-inspiration. See, Dallas, there's fewer letters, so you can make it bigger. Also, they really emphasize the verticality on this. Look at the peaks of the eye of each A. I mean, basically, there's little triangles here. You could poke out an eye on those things. Let's see here. What can we do to make this a bit more... Aha. Verticality. Where's my distortion abilities? Alignment, styles, length. I don't do this as much, so I'm less familiar. I should be able to stretch. Huh. Well, fine, if that's the way you want to be, computer. I don't think it's giving me the option. Bold, Helvetica. No. Well, you might think that you've bested me, but you haven't. No siree, Bob. Video. Let's make the scale. Let's turn off the uniform. We're going to increase the scale height. But I need a bolder color. Something that's really going to pop more. What do you got for me? Will this update as I go? No? What about red? I don't know. Red signifies aggression. It's energy, to be sure. So maybe something a bit more orange-ish. There we go. But I also feel like, yeah, let's bring back a fill, but a little closer to orange. Is there any way I can tone down the opacity of that fill? There is, and yet there isn't. So here's what we're going to do. This Harmonycon shall not have a fill. This Harmonycon will have a fill but no stroke. And then I will take the opacity of this lower Harmonycon and I will make it like 10%. Will this work? No. Because apparently this is... Wow. Wowzer winger. You're making this hard, computer. Maybe I should just do this in Illustrator? Brightness fill, only web colors. Actually, here's another question. Guess we only need one then. Ah, yeah. We'll make you 100 again, but what happens if I turn you to multiply? Not great. Screen? Where's screen? Screen. Still doesn't quite work. Well, ain't this a dilly of a pickle? Wonder why it won't let me alter this to my liking. Well, that's okay. We're going to try something else. Although, ironically, we're going to try the exact same thing. Harmonycon. Motion. Vector motion. Ah. What trickery. What sorcery. More importantly, where the hell did it go? Where are you hiding? Oh, no wonder. All right, let's try fix this again. I need better view. And now with just, well, let's, there we go. Text button. Work with me. Actually, better yet, I'll just lock this. Oh, what? Now you don't want to do this for me? I swear to heaven above. Work with me here. Work with me. You're not working. I'm trying to double click on it to edit the text, but it's not cooperating. Well, now, why are you locked, eh? Graphics, edit. See, it should be letting me click on it and change the font. What treachery is enabling this kerfuffle? Dan the Warrior 101, I appreciate the well wishes. I'm having a good stream, but I'm having a tough time with technology. Mostly because it seems to be fighting me, and I don't understand why. Mark in, mark out, add marker, yada yada. Nope. Type tool. Should be letting me double click on this. What gives? What gives? Am I not allowed to edit it because of the effect controls I've implemented? Am I allowed to edit you now? Interesting. Well, I have no idea what's up with that. We'll figure that out later. I've got too much else to do, and we're just about out of time. So let's go 10% opacity. Maybe 25. Wrong. Okay, there's an easier fix for this. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Nest them again. Title. Position scale as you were. Scale is 0. There we go. That's at least visible. I'm still not quite sold on this guy. Maybe 40%. What the hell, 50. There we go. And I can change the colors depending. I don't know if Harmonycon has like a distinct color that stands out for them. All right, now we're going to make this at our endpoint. Harmonycon. Now in Dallas. And we'll center this text. Let's see here. Now in Dallas, I believe there's an arrange, nudge, font size. Is there an arrange on this? I always forget. Clip. Ah, well. Actually, there is a way to tell. You may not be able to see it, though. There's this little tiny nub here. But if I just center on that, good. We're coming along. Whew. I don't mind saying I'm feeling a little tuckered after all this. What an emotional roller coaster I've been on. So now this is where it gets a little tricky. We're gonna... Okay, so starting right here. Now the left. Will be 100% crop. Good. Good. So, let's put a fade out on these two guys. Oh, and with that, I can finally get into announcing both the guests of honor and community guests. But we're not out of the woods yet. Let's see here. For you see, and there's no time left in this stream to tackle it. Dallas, yada yada. Oh, there we go. My thought is in the central part, Barbara Bell Geddes. I'll make a split of these three. And I figure I'll have, like, for the guest of honor, we have the voice actress of Sunny Star Scout. So I'll have her photo here, and on either side, a Make Your Mark and a Tell Your Tale version of Sunny. I don't know what to do, however, for two of the composers. I mean, music would be shots of instruments would probably be the smart way to go. But then I'll have to divide up community guests into each guest occupying one of three areas. Because there's a lot of community guests, and I've only got so long in this promo. But, man, out of a 2-minute and 30-second promo, we're at just over 39 seconds in. This is the world of editing, folks. You put in a lot of effort and decision for maybe even just a fraction of the time. But when it all comes together, it starts to work. I'm going to boost the sound just a little. Hope I don't deafen anyone. Alrighty. So, let's see. I saw Gaiety had to bow out. Comodra Steel is rightly reminding to save the file. And with that, everyone, you've seen me go through more than a few false starts, But we got over the technical difficulties, and now it's just a matter of listing off all the good peeps. And now that the Harmonycon website doesn't hate me, I think I can manage that as well. But before then, dinner. And maybe a little gaming before going to bed, because I'm tired. This demanded a lot, and I've got the weekend to put this together and to finish off the Hearthwarming Tale review. So I really appreciate that y'all stuck with me through the false starts, the trial and error, and all the brouhaha that goes with it, because that's when you push to do more, when you strive to keep improving your craft. You're gonna make false starts, you're gonna make mistakes, and it's important not to beat yourself up for that. You learn, you grow, you get it done, and you do it again. And we're gonna get there. We're gonna do it all again, by God, by thunder, what have you. So either which way, never beat yourself up for making the effort to be more and to learn. That's the main message I want to get to all of you. And I will stream with y'all next week. Unfortunately, then the week after will be Harmonycon itself, so I won't get to stream with you then. But I will look forward to the next gathering, and I hope you have like the best weekend. With friends, with family, on your own, whatever makes you happy. So until we meet again, be safe and be well. I'm Silver-Quill. Thanks for watching.